This will be a quick touch before release with experience from the beta. There are issues I really hope they fix, and then there's just something about the game itself. The most glaring issue is peer-to-peer. This game does not have a dedicated server, which means one of the players will host the game, and that player can have an advantage. In 2017, it's utterly ridiculous that a competitive game has peer-to-peer, especially a fighting game like this where timing is important. Yes, this is a fighting game. How is it a fighting game? Well, characters have movesets like a fighting game. There's counters and counterattacks and the whole fighting game shebang. This one just happens to be in 3D with swords. Competitive games like this should never have peer-to-peer, and I think Ubisoft just wanted to save money. Or didn't believe in the game, and by saving that money they have effectively made a worse product. But despite Ubisoft, the developers have made a good game. Number 2 issue for me is revenge. I think it's a stupid game mechanic, it doesn't need to be in the game, and it lets you 1v3 people, which you shouldn't be able to do unless you are really good. Or you are one of the shield classes. Number 3, the progression system. This could be fixed with better matchmaking maybe, but it's just... So say you are queuing for a match, your character is level 3 with gear level 5. You are then matched with a guy that is level 20 plus prestige levels with gear level 47. As you can see, it would be a very balanced and fair match. The worst is that gear can make it easier for you to get revenge. Fuck you, revenge. Number 4, balancing. Some characters seem very overpowered, but then again you could just need to learn the counter for them. And the community is not of one mind on this issue, with responses ranging from "this ability is insanely overpowered" to "heh, get good, scrub." However, the reality is in most cases you need to learn the counter and you need to practice. But some moves are overpowered or just not properly balanced. Number 5, the war assets. It's incredibly annoying that you can only deploy war assets after a match. It stops you from jumping match to match because you are waiting for your friends to finish deploying. I think you should be able to save up the war assets and deploy them when you have the time to really decide where to deploy. Oh, by the way, the war assets are for the war table, where the factions battle it out for territory. And also it really sucks when you forget to deploy war assets. Number 6, I would like a mode where it's 5 versus 5. Usually team games have a 5v5 mode. And I have a group of friends that's kinda built around that, and you feel really bad when 1 or 2 of them gets left out. Anyway, I will pick this up again when the game releases. I just really hope they fine-tune the peer-to-peer before then so it can't be misused. Because I know that they can't make a dedicated server before release. But I've been having a blast, but I've also been to the darkest depths of despair with this game. There's a really awesome game here, it just has some dirt hiding it. And the last thing I will say is, for Valhalla, brah.
Brain leið inn.
Fucking... Oh my god! This fucking hole with it!